leadership skill, so he decides to try it. He returns to the goblins, telling them to eat the wolves, but he tells them to catch the same amount of prey in the future. They know they aren't strong enough to do this, so they beg him to teach them how to hunt, and he agrees to this, saying he'll show them how it's done. So they start praising him, but he tells them to get up, saying they're all comrades, and they're moved by his words, so they decide to follow him, thinking he's amazing. A few days later, they realize that the humans have taken their own lives, so Rue holds a memorial for them, thinking they did it because they lost hope. Rue trains the goblins, and we learn that he's been eating monsters during the past few days, so he has acquired countless abilities. He sees a group approaching, thinking they're a threat, so he prepares to take them on, but Gabu stops him, telling him they're from the previous generation. Gabu welcomes them, and we see that they brought humans with them, planning to use them to create the next generation. But Rue is against this, so he approaches the leader named Ken, saying he wants to look after the humans. But Ken becomes upset, and he looks down on Rue, calling him a newborn, so everyone prepares to fight. But the girls named Sei and Sato arrive, telling them to settle down, because nobody wants to get involved in a civil war. Sato suggests having Ken and Rue fight, to determine who's going to be the leader of the village, but they aren't allowed to use weapons, and they agree to this, but Ken ends up losing in an instant. Rue explains that his strings don't count as weapons, because his body can produce them, and he tells everyone that he's the new leader of the village, but Ken's men aren't happy to hear this. He takes the humans to the storage area, telling them they're going to be safe there, because he ordered the goblins not to touch them. He promises to return them to a human village, but a girl named Rebellia asks him what he wants from them, so he tells them to share their knowledge. They reveal that they were part of a traveling business, but Ken's group attacked them, killing the men protecting them, and taking them away. So they start crying, but Rue walks away, giving them space to grieve. 2 days later, Rue gives the humans food, but he realizes that they have already moved on, and he observes them as they eat, realizing that they're nothing like goblins, because they don't evolve. But they have jobs which make each of them unique, and he already knows what they do for a living, revealing that Rebellia is a rookie warrior, so he thinks about letting her train with the goblins. We see the goblins training, but Ken's men are struggling, so Rue starts trash-talking them, but they become upset, so he beats them up, reminding them that he's the boss. One evening, Rue is about to go to sleep, but he senses danger, and we see Ken with his men, as they're about to force themselves on the humans. But Rue stops them, reminding them that they aren't allowed to touch the humans. Ken refuses to cooperate, so Rue knocks him down, and he tells the humans that everything's going to be okay. Mio and Kichi arrive.